Hello, we are going to see how to graph this quadratic functions using factored form. We know to graph a quadratic functions, we need 5 points. The first 3 points are very important. These are the 2 roots. And then this is the vertex point. It could be maximum or minimum, depends on your picture. Maximum is this point, minimum is this point. And this 4th and 5th point is just some points to help you graph better. This is the y-intercept point, and this is the image for y-intercept over the axis of symmetry. So we are going to see how to find these 5 points. To find the 2 roots, we need to factor our quadratic. Look at our quadratic. Our A is 1. This is an A. A is 1. And we know A is positive, greater than 0, so we know our quadratic is a parabola opens upwards like this. So we will have a minimum here. So this is our picture. Now, because A is 1, we know we can use the easy shortcut to factor. We just factor 21 to be 1 and 21, 3 and 7. 1 and 21 cannot make it -4. 3 and 7 is what we want. We need to make 7 negative, make 3 positive. Together they make this -4. So we know our factor is x plus 3 and x minus 7. So x plus 3 times x minus 7. That's our 2 factors. Now we need to use zero product to find our zeros. Our zeros are our roots and our x-intercepts. They are all same thing. So zero product says if you have A times B equal to 0, that means A is 0 or B is 0. So our zeros means f of x is 0. So that means x plus 3 times x minus 7 will be 0. So it's either x plus 3 is 0 or x minus 7 is 0. X plus 3 is 0. We solve x by take 3 away on both sides. We get x is a -3. That's 1 root. The other one is add 7, add 7. We solve x equal to 7. That's our other roots. Now, this is our coordinate. This is 0, 0 origin. We have 1, 2, 3. This is -3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. We already have these 2 most important points. That's our roots. Now, we need to find our axis of symmetry because that's where our vertex will be. So axis of symmetry is in between the 2 roots. So we have to find that position of x. So negative 3 plus 7 divided by 2, that's 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So this is where the x will be, right here. This is this point 2. So this is where axis of symmetry is. Now, we have to put this x equal to 2 back to our function to find our function value. So f of 2 is 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 21. That is 4 minus 8 minus 21. This gives us negative 25. That is our y value happens at x equal to 2. So this is the point. When x is 2, our y value is negative 25. This is our minimum. And it is our vertex. So it's right here. This point is 2 and negative 25. Let's put our grid to our picture. If this is a negative 25, we can do this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each grid make it 5. So this is a negative 5, negative 10, negative 15, negative 20. Now we find this third point. We already have 3 very important points for our quadratic. Now we're going to find our y-intercept. Y-intercept is when x equal to 0. So we plug in x equal to 0 to our function. So f of 0 is 0 squared minus 4 times 0 minus 21. This is 0 minus 0 minus 21. This is negative 21. This is our y-intercept. So y-intercept is at here, negative 21. So that's our fourth point. Now we're going to find this image of this y-intercept over this axis of symmetry. So it's right here. You got 2 here, so you got 2 this way. So that's the fifth point. So we have 5 points now. 2 roots, vertex, y-intercept, and its image. So we have this 5 points. We can graph our quadratic this way. We are done. That's how we graph our quadratic function. You have to follow all these steps to be able to graph the quadratic function using factored form. So the first thing is to factor your quadratic. When you factor your quadratic, you can use the factors to find your 2 roots. Then use the 2 roots to find the midpoint. That is where the axis of symmetry is. Then plug in that x point to your function to find your y value. That's how you find your minimum or maximum. Next step, you can find the y-intercept by plugging x equal to 0. The last step, you can just find your image point for that y-intercept. So you have all these 5 points, then you can graph your quadratic. Thank you.